Hello. Hello. Howdy, folks. Somebody's out there. Identify yourselves. Julio Barra. Howdy. How you doing? Good to see you. Got a little colder today, but the sun's out and it's not blowing. So it turned into a nice night. I have to get my glasses out a little bit tonight. God of Void, an Arkan creator, dominator. Howdy. I'm doing good, bro. Doing good. I was going to go edit video or go outside and play while the weather's nice. And this is what I chose. I think this was a good choice. Even if I'm not shooting very good. At least I'm just getting warmed up. That's my excuse. So I'm sticking to it. That's my story. There we go. Smacking them spinners like it's competition or something. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Yeah, Dirkshire, I think that's it. Better than shooting with weapons. Well, I do like me a good gun going off in my hands, but I don't have many, and I live in town. There's a house there. There's a car repair in my backyard. There's a house across the street. I can target practice and feel that itch right in town with a slingshot, and everybody thinks I'm just outside playing with a toy like Dennis the Menace or Tom Sawyer or something. But I will tell you, them chipmunks don't stand a chance. And I heard one was out today. Boom. Jose Aguai, pardon me. I'm sorry if I screw up names. If they're not people I've seen before or you're new, I might mess your name up. Where are you guys from? I see some names I'm not familiar with that aren't the regulars that pop in here. Where are you guys viewing from? I had somebody on the other day from Holland. That was kind of cool. I'm actually using 8mm steel, so if that thing gets going very fast, it'll hurt. I'm getting about 200 to 220 feet per second off of this. A little bit more than one of them little Red Ryder BB guns. And some guys get up close to 300 feet per second with these things, but they got nasty bands that I don't want to mess with. Hey, Tyus Fribiani, sorry if I massacre your name. This is the up-and-coming sport of slingshot shooting. It's much better than those little wrist rockets and pieces of junk you get at the retailers. These are serious pieces of machinery. It kind of took off about 10 or 15 years ago. And there's some pretty serious shooters out there. I was just in a tournament a couple weeks ago. So it's taken off and it's growing in different pockets of the country. I'd like to see it grow where I'm at here in Wisconsin. I'm slowly doing my part as best I can. Oh, this band is about to break. So this slingshot's getting retired. For those of you that are not normal slingshot shooters, that's what happens when a band is about to go. As you can see there, there's a big old tear right there. So luckily, I have a backup. Same slingshot, different set of bands, set up exactly the same, just a little bit variation in the band. And if this one goes, I got other slingshots to shoot, so never fear. Whoop! Got that rubber chicken. And I hit him, and a bird started singing up in the tree, or a squirrel started screaming or something. It was like I hit the animal. But I didn't. It was kind of cool. Let's do it again. It's like I was wondering if I had a critter in my box. Ooh. Got that chicken right in the noggin. Just, hey, Rakin' Raccoon, how you doing, buddy? Just had to replace your clay band today. Well, there's one down on the Axiom X for sure. So this band goes. I got a couple long draws. I got my speed shooter down there to play with a little bit. Like I said, when I first started, I could either sit inside tonight and edit videos for my YouTube channel, or the sun came out and it's beautiful out. I could come out here and play. So obviously I came outside to play. And it's much more fun than editing those videos. Although I don't mind editing. That's what I do for a living anyway. And I can knock these videos out pretty quick. I got 2 videos ready to go, timed and programmed. One comes out tomorrow, but that one's more for my RC people where we shot the plane down with slingshots. If you saw the long video from the tournament, it's on the end there. I just made a standalone version to send to my RC friends. Thought they might get a kick out of it. So that comes out, and then I have a special Easter Slingshot slow-mo coming out on Saturday. Let's just say there's an Easter bunny involved, and it doesn't end well for him. Made that yesterday. Yeah, that good hit that's on the biggest target out there. That's the hard one. Good evening, Gary Gates. How are you this evening? All right, I'm shooting at something smaller. That was bad. Let me zoom in a little so you can see my target a little better. There we go. It's not the prettiest setup, but I got some improvements coming as soon as the weather stays nice for a couple of days when I don't have to work. I got some plans. It's just going to take some manual labor. Boom! I got that 40 millimeter. Any of you guys slingshot shooters? If not, do you got any questions for me? I love to help people. Dirk, if you're trying to get political with the statements, we're not doing that here. We're out playing. Politics can be for somebody else. Any of you folks slingshot shooters? Or just curious about the sport? I'm noticing a lot of names on the live tonight that are not my regular folks other than Rakin' Raccoon. I've seen him around a couple of times. We both like to smack some raccoons with our slingshots, that's for sure. Boom, got the 50. Well, we got 5 online and 6 likes, so we got more likes than on, so somebody was nice to me. Oh, somebody has a message held for review. What did you do? Gary Gates. Just got done slinging a little myself. For some reason, it didn't like that comment, Gary. Maybe it thought instead of slinging, you said swinging. I've been taking pigeons with the Scout X. There you go. If I lived in the country, I'd probably take a few other things, but here in the city, I gotta be careful. I gotta be careful. What was what, Dirk? What was what? You said, what was that? Oh, I missed the backdrop. I'm just beating that poor rubber chicken to pieces. He's hurting. Hitting that 50 pretty good tonight. Probably thinks slinging contraband. Yeah. Well, sometimes them AI bots are dumber than the people that said the original content, so. Oh, got the 40. Some of you folks that aren't regulars, any questions about slingshots? It's a fun little sport that we got here. I like to help. Love to answer questions. Sam, what's up, buddy? I'm shooting short for right now because I'm just better at it. And I don't have a lot of time. So I wanted to be productive. That poor rubber chicken's taking a beating tonight. Ooh, I got the, I think that's a 40 millimeter that Mr. Ron Perry, the barefoot slinger, made me. Hey, Dirk, you're in Germany. What are you doing up at 1:42 a.m., man? Ooh, got to 40. It's 6:42 here. 6:42. Welcome from Germany. Now I can say I've had 2 international visitors. I had one from Holland the other day, which was kind of cool. Couple more shots of short draw where I can actually hit something, then I'll play with other stuff. Boom, got to 40. Let's see if I can walk them across. Go for the 50 now. Next to it. Boom, got to 50. All right, time for the 60. Boom. All right, 70. Let's walk them. Ooh, I got it hard enough to move it. I did see it hit the bottom. And for the big one now. Boom, that was all of them. Now, let's see if we can go backwards. How far we can go backwards. Oh, I got the 70. I just nipped it, but it counts. All right, 60. Ah, that's where I always mess up. I got so much elastic latex at the spring sling. I think I came home with 5 more rolls of the tritium stuff from my buddy Weston. I think I'm good on that. All right. Let's try the thing I'm the least good at. Pickle fort. I suck at this. Hopefully I don't. Yeah, I know, Sam, you're good at it, but I'm not. That's why I'm practicing. Okay, Gary. I shoot long, short draw. I've never tried long. Would like to. You're little. Yeah, I'm intimidated too because over the winter I was playing some with it, and 2 times I drew blood. And it's no fun. One because I just made a mistake, and another one I was pulling back, and on the way back it slipped out of my hand and just drew blood. In the pickle fork, I got the flipping pickle from Simple Shot at Christmas, and by January 1st I had hit my thumb so hard it still hurts. But I've learned some tricks, learned some techniques. I'm getting a little better. I can do long draw with my Scout LT2 and do pretty good. I'm not very good on accurate, but I don't hurt myself. But I've ordered a custom pickle fork from Josh Hicks, so I got to learn this. I'm at least going to give it a whirl for a couple of shots. Don't laugh, Sam. I'm not as good at this as you are. I know. Oops. Got to change the grip there. Oh, I forgot. I get frame slap. I get band slap. So Josh Hicks tipped me off to these little finger sleeves. They're neoprene, like spandex. There's my other one. So I stick them on my fingers and I don't get hurt as bad. All right, somebody has another message for review. Rake and Raccoon, you done it again. I've taken a couple of kisses to the neck with the long draw. Definitely reason to be intimidated. For some reason, it thought that was inappropriate. I guess it was those kisses. You folks, you gotta have to monitor your own language here. I don't do full long draw. That's the butterfly. Sam does that. It's like, whoa! No, I do like the half long, whatever. Anyway, here we go. Ooh, almost got the big one. I got extra long bands on here. Another one held for review. What are you guys doing to me? What do you do when your children come around the corner and throw themselves back? I don't know, because I don't have kids. But that could be a problem if somebody had kids. At my age, I never had kids. Wanted them, just never had them. And at my age, I don't want them now. I would like to have some that'll take care of me when I get old. I'm going to need somebody to change my diapers someday. I may have to shorten these bands a little. I've barely got enough juice to get the thing down range. But I'm just scared of it hitting the frame and hitting my finger, so I made the bands a little bit longer. Oh, I got the big one. Barely. What taper are you using? On these long draws, I believe I'm 1812. And I probably got 2 extra inches on this that I don't need. I could literally stretch this one out full butterfly if I wanted. So that's how much extra I got on it, just because while I'm learning, I don't want the full speed of it. I believe my long draws, I'm setting up 1812. Josh Hicks gave me a set of bands. Hicks in Oklahoma gave me a set of bands at the tournament that he had done, and they were 2012. And they weren't bad, but while I'm learning, we don't quite need the smoke on it yet. Okay, let's go on the upper row in the middle. You guys can almost see the ammo going up there. The stuff is so... I bet I'm not getting 150 feet per second. That was way off. Was inside the box, but way off. Told you, I got a long way to go on this. When I get that nice custom frame, I will be using clay and shooting at something on the ground or something, just until I am confident enough that I'm not gonna hurt myself. I'm not getting the kisses so much as I'm getting frame hits. Oh, that hit the wood off. I completely missed the target box on that one. Guess I need to slow down and pay attention a little better. For you guys that don't know, if you're not friends with me on Facebook, I posted yesterday that as of yesterday, I'm officially a brand ambassador for Slingshot. Which means if you use the links that I have and buy stuff from them through my link, I get a small commission. And I can pretty much tell you all the money I make on that is going to go back into more Slingshot stuff because I really like their stuff. Only reason I'm shooting this because I got it free at the tournament and it fits in my hand better than their flippin' pickle does. Their little pickle fork. It's the only one they have, and it's a great beginner one. I just have trouble holding it. As you can see, I'm not hitting near about as much with this thing. Let me pull back a little farther, see if that helps. Yeah, it's a little better. Oh, what's the ammo, Dirk? I'm using 8mm steel balls. The most popular sizes are 8 and 9.5mm. People that are really serious and want to knock animals down, they use 11mm, almost like half-inch steel. That's a lot of band and a lot of pull. The 8mm, with my short draw, I got a chronograph the other day so I could measure my speed, and I was getting well over 200 feet per second with the 8mm. Which is plenty for target shooting. I'm going to eventually zero in on a goal of around 220. Somewhere in there will be my goal. I just got to adjust bands and tapers and links and junk like that to get it in my zone. And now that I got a chronograph, I can do it. Oh, I got the 60. And I will actually make a video playing with that chronograph. I know I want to use it to compare the pink against the purple from Tritium. Because they tell me the purple is better for short draw because it's a little stiffer. So I've got a fish scale. I want to weigh the pull and also the feet per second speed. You know what? I haven't got a frame hit yet. Is this your house you're ruining if you miss? No, it's my garage. And as you can see on my target box, let me see if I can spin it a little bit more. I got wood protecting it. If I go farther off than that, I had a pretty bad shot. The only time I really miss that bad is if I do something wrong in my fundamentals and I get a frame hit. And then because of the way I'm shooting, it's going to hit here and go that way into my neighbor's house. But for right now, the house is abandoned and the lady that lived there was sick and passed away, and she hardly came out since COVID, and it was a disaster in there. So the neighbor on the other side bought the house, is going to destroy that one, bring it down to the ground, and he's going to build a fancy, pretty new house. So hopefully I'll get rid of my frame hits by the time the new house goes up. So if I get a frame hit and go through a window over there, I'm not going to get yelled at. But I really don't want to do that. Whoa, I got the 60 again. There's hope for this old boy. And my garage is a detached garage that's really old. And if you look at it from the front, my driveway, it's got a little bit of lean to it. It's not real square anymore, let's just say that. It's a really old house. I think my house was built around the 1900s. So it's an old 1.5-story house. You can kind of see my chimney right there. It's a brick chimney. So for some reason, raccoons come up through the sewer in my backyard, and they like to climb up on the roof. A couple years ago, one chewed a hole that big in my roof, and I needed a new roof anyway. He just sped it up by a year or two. I was not happy. But I did shoot him a bunch with clay. When I'd catch him up on the roof, it'd be up there at night, and I'd come out in my pajamas. I didn't care how cold it was. And there was one time he was crawling down that chimney, and I'm just belting him from like 10 feet away, like, what, 5 meters maybe? Less than 5 meters away. And I was just hitting him hard. And then he came down, and you can't see it, but just over there's a tree, and he crawled up in the crotch of the tree and curled up. And I was smacking him in the butt so hard. And he would turn around and lick it he had some welts on him when he went home. And then I walked around to the other side of the tree, and I saw his beady little eyes shining at me because I had a hat light on. And I pulled back knowing that if I could get him right in the eyeball, I might get through and knock him down. I got him smack between the eyes, and he let out a scream, and he came running through the yard this way, went down into the ditch behind me and into the storm sewer, and I shot him 3 or 4 more times on the way. And they're so stupid, a couple weeks later he was back. Hey, Barefoot, you were on with Axiom. Cool. How did that go? I know he's going to be talking to Dallas, too, tonight. The Dallas video that I filmed, I interviewed him at the tournament. I'm going to have that out sometime, maybe midweek next week. Boing! Oh, he was on. That's cool. Hopefully it was a good interview. Axiom does nice interviews. He's got a nice setup, and hope Dallas told a good story. Dallas was awesome. He's my sling son. He's the sling son sniper. Ooh. You know what, boys? I haven't hit a frame yet. Let's get my regular long draw. I'll probably watch it later tonight. Not tonight, tomorrow. I got a bunch of videos to get out. I got one coming out tomorrow. I got the Dallas, well, that one's already scheduled. I got the Dallas interview, which I think is done. I got a Slingshot slow-mo. I got an Easter special Slingshot slow-mo that comes out on Saturday. And I got like 3 more videos ready to make. So I got stuff to keep me busy. I'm just trying not to make it. I don't want to release them all in the same week. Glad you had a good interview with him. That would have been fun, I'm sure. I'm practicing the long draw now, and I'm not real good at it. Woo, look at that, 32 peeps. 32 people online. For those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, go check my link out from yesterday with the Simple Shot link in it. If you're you're going to buy anything from Slingshot, use that link, and I get a commission. I already earned $7 today. Somebody went and bought a bunch of stuff last night or this morning. And I looked up today to get the link for something else, and I already made money. And I just put it up. Woo! First purchase with my commission money is probably going to be a Slingshot hat. That way I can represent a little better. Somebody's car's lonely. Their alarm's going off. Oh, they got it. Low. Don't have a whole lot of time tonight. The sun is setting, but we got a little bit of time left. Yeah, Barefoot, I saw you got a trampoline now to your setup, you lucky dog. Woo! Almost got the 16. I'm going to get one and stick it there by the garage for a backstop. There's tons of free ones on Facebook Marketplace. I'm just dreading the thought of going over there and pulling it apart because I don't have any power tools to, and get it done quick. Because I'm going to have to take it apart to get it home. And my cars are not very big. Yes, hit the like button, folks. 30 people and 9 likes. Come on. Earlier it was like 4 people, 5 people, and 7 likes. But the people actually took over. Hey, Cody, how's it going, buddy? How's it going, man? Woo, I got the 40. Next time I can be in my basement of my church. We'll get the sling bow out. I got the hammer with the bow attachment, and we got an archery range there in the basement of the church. And I'm going to shoot some archery and get it dialed in. I could barely pull the thing back because the pull's pretty heavy. So I bought one of those things that clips onto the knock little loop thing, and I'm anxious to try it out. So we'll see how that goes. I almost did it tonight. It was like, no, I want to go live. Plus, I'm going to make a video about the hammer and how I modified it and took the tubes off. Because I couldn't pull those tubes back. Them things had like a 30-pound draw on them. And just to have a little grip, nah, not happening with this old man. You're interested to see that hammers. I played with it a little bit at archery last Tuesday. They don't have it this week because it's spring break week here. It's Easter week and all of our stuff is off for the week. Otherwise, I would have tried it already. But tomorrow night, I can't do anything because we're having a potluck at the church. So Thursday, I believe I can go down there because that's usually when the boys and girls meet. But we're off for the week, so I may have some time Thursday to play with it. I may play with it a little before I go live. I know you like the archery stuff, Cody. I think you're the one that likes that stuff. Oh, I hammered that 80. Woo! But I can't shoot at that all the time because it doesn't help me any. 2 squirrels chasing each other. Well, it is that time of the year, if you know what I mean. Whoop. We always have a couple little families of baby squirrels in our trees. They're very cute. Hey, Sling Burger! Sling Buddy Burger! It's my way of doing a fist. Speaking of burgers, that's what we had for dinner. Hamburgers, pub burgers from the grocery store where they're all pressed and they had chunks of cheddar and bacon in them. And they were delish. Amber Bishop, can you say hi, please? Hi, please. How was that? So you had a burger too, and I would have assumed that with you, Mr. Burger. In Germany, you would now be at the police station for questioning. Well, thank God I'm in America. Yeah, there's some weird rules. Although I can't complain too much, or I can't be too excited. It is illegal to hunt in Wisconsin, where I live, with a slingshot. It's illegal to hunt. That's why I can't shoot squirrels. Plus, squirrels are considered small game, and you have to have a license for them. But you can't hunt squirrels with a slingshot. But chipmunks, on the other hand, are a pest. They're not, and anything's game with them. Raccoons too. There's no season for them and no rules. So my wife said there was a chipmunk in the yard today, and as soon as I see him, he's going to meet his maker. Woo! Illegal in Ohio too. We need chess. We do. Okay, Sling Burger. Here's the funny part. And Barefoot Slinger, you'll appreciate this too. The funny part is, I read the rules and I did the research. Believe it or not, in Wisconsin, in Madison, Wisconsin, which is just to my north, that's our capital city. They're a bunch of crazy people. In the capital city of Madison, Wisconsin, it is illegal to even own a wrist rocket. You can't even own a wrist rocket. But you know what's crazy? You can go to the Walmart or the Fleet Farm or the Farm and Fleet or any big box store that sells hunting stuff and buy a wrist rocket, even though it's illegal to own one in Madison. Hey, Uncle Larry. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Sounds like Hawaii. Well, I don't know any rules in Hawaii. I've been there a couple of times, but Hawaii's kind of a different animal too. They got lots of crazy rules. It's good to see my peeps here. 28 people on. Dang, I remember when I was happy to get 15 people on. I'm like a celebrity now. Boom! Ron, Larry. Can't own one there either in Michigan or in Hawaii. But can you own a slingshot? Wrist rocket is a different animal altogether. Boom! I'm getting better with this long draw thing. The pickle fork, I'm still not that good at. Got to work on the tweak. Weston Crockett, Mr. Hawksling, gave me an idea, something to try, and just got to find the time to do it, to dial in the release with the pickle fork. That thing still scares me, but I'm going to overcome it. Trying to hit that stupid rubber chicken. I'm not that accurate with this thing. Hung me a 1-inch worn out hole saw blade. As small a target and the catch box. Yeah, you got a nice setup going there. Dark already here, storms moving through. Last night, about time we went to bed, the storms moved through and it rained this morning. And it's beautiful out, but the sun is almost set, so it's getting a little dark here. But you're an hour ahead of me, Uncle Larry. You're over in the East Coast there somewhere. Uncle Larry. I can now say I have a sling uncle. Got him. Does that mean I'm invited for dinner for Christmas and stuff? Is there any muckle misers around? What's a muckle miser? That's a word I don't know, Mr. Graham. I ask your age. I'm 60. I'm 64. Or, as my aunt told me recently, I'm 46 and dyslexic. She said she's 68 and dyslexic, so I guess that makes me 46 and dyslexic. And you're not too old to pick this up. I picked this up in fall 2024. I've only been doing it about a year and a half. I don't know what a Mockamizer, whatever that word is. That must be a thing from Germany over there, from somewhere not around here. You're going to have to explain what that is. You got some splaining to do. Sounds like a cool word, though. But I'm not going to say I want to be one until I know what it is. Ron, barefoot, I'm aiming at your 40 millimeter leather in the left corner, the bottom corner. Not that I'm going to hit it with the long draw. It's a little harder. Oh, that was way high. I studied at Lancaster University in England for 3 years to become a Mockamizer. This fall, I will be a great uncle. Yeah, you're a great uncle. All right, Uncle Larry, you shoot slingshots. That makes you great already. You don't need kids popping out to prove that. That's cool. I got an England person. Yesterday I had Holland. Tonight I've had Germany and England. That's awesome, Mr. Graham. But I still need you to tell me what a Mockamizer is. Still practicing long draw, but find it making my short draw more accurate. Don't know if I can say that, but I'm glad it is for you. I don't know. It just says, is that with live streamers? I can't find your channel, Barefoot. Barefoot, I think he's under Ron Perry. Mocklamizers, they mocklamize. My channel's Philip's Hobbies. And there's a picture of a slingshot on it, so you'll know it's mine. I got a series of four a playlist of 4 videos on slingshot basics. So if you're curious about getting into this, I kind of go to the beginning and explain the different kinds of slingshots, explain bands and pouches and release and anchor. Now dive into some of that. So if you're curious, make sure to subscribe to my channel and go check those out. That's the thing I'm still figuring out, is when I release videos, like 80% of the viewers aren't even subscribed to my channel. It's like, come on, people. I'm trying to hit 1,000. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, we're having a giveaway. So if you want to win something, help me get there. Oh, I got it, Ron. Long draw, buddy. Let's go back to short draw. I'm better at that. Mr. Barefoot. I sacked 2 of my Mocklamizers last week because they were acting the goat. I don't tolerate that kind of behavior. I'm back. My phone died. Hey, Sam, glad to have you back. Booyah. Is this about being live? I tell YouTube to make a few dollars. No, if I can get to 1,000 subscribers on my channel and a certain number of hours, which I'm on track for in a calendar year, then I can monetize my YouTube channel and I can make a few dollars here and there. Nothing crazy, but it's all money that will go back into the hobby. But I also fly RC planes, so my channel is about half the subscribers are RC aviation people, in general aviation, because I used to be into that. So I picked up, I think when I started doing slingshot videos, I was at like 530 subscribers. And last I checked, I'm close to 770 now. No, 780. Those are all slingshots people. So when I get to my 1,000, I'm going to have a giveaway. If you're an RC person, I'll give you a $50 gift card to the RC vendor of your choice. If you're a Slingshot person, I'm going to give you a $50 gift card to Simple Shot. Because, hey, I am now a Simple Shot brand ambassador with an affiliate link. So Uncle Larry and some of you new guys that just popped in, go look me up on Facebook, find my Simple Shot post from last night, and use that link to buy stuff. And I get a small commission. Somebody bought stuff already today, and I already made like $7, and that money's going right back into Simple Shot. It's the first thing I'm going to get's a hat that says Simple Shot. I'm going now. See you all again soon. Stay safe, everyone. Peace and love. Keep mocklemizing, everyone. Whatever mocklemizing is, whatever. I might have to go look that up. Thanks, Graham. What's that on your index finger? They're neoprene finger sleeves, because when you do the long draw, sometimes the bands go through and they spring back and they slap you and it hurts. And I just keep them on because I forget they're there. You understand 50% of my stories. Well, that's probably because they are kind of Slingshot heavy with lingo, and it's just a different culture and a different world over here. But it's kind of neat that you bring your side of it to here. If there's something I don't understand or you don't understand, I'm happy to explain it. I know you do 3D flying, Sam. I saw you wearing a shirt that said something the other day when you were online, and I couldn't tell what it was, but it sure looked like a 3D pilot shirt. So I'm not that good at 3D. I do teach people. I do mostly just fun flying. I got some warbirds. I got a couple of jets. I got 2 A-10s. I can't dip my tail or anything like that in the pool of water. I ain't that good. Don't really want to do 3D. Hurts my brain too much as an old man, but I do have a plane that I put the landing gear on the wing so I could land inverted. And then I programmed my radio so I could fly it inverted like a regular plane. It's pretty awesome. If you look at my YouTube channel and go back below the Slingshot videos, it says, "Am I on drugs?" And it's all about that plane. It's pretty cool. Need link for those. Oh, these? Remind me when this is over and I'll get it to you in the next day or so. Josh Hicks sent it to me. They were like, I think $10, $9.99. Mine were a little small, but they've kind of stretched out and I got used to them. It's the Low Life team. We go to the RC's meetings. Yep, Perry, Georgia. I've heard of the Perry Swap meet. That thing is nuts. It's almost as big as Toledo. Do you ever listen to the RC Roundtable podcast? That's my favorite podcast. I've met all of those guys that run it, and one of them actually lives north of me in Green Bay, a couple hours to the north. Comes to my flying field for our flying events. Yes, I will get you that link. Remind me. I can't do it here while I'm online, so I'm not at my computer. They do help a little bit. Oh, I got your 40 there, Barefoot. Well, at least you understand why I can't give you the link now, Barefoot. Oh, I hammered that poor chicken. Do you use clay ammo to practice with, or are you strictly bearings? Right now I'm using bearings only because I just went to a tournament and I had shot clay all my times up until a few months ago, and I realized the steel's going to behave different. So I needed to learn it. And I've got my accuracy down enough, and I've got my nice setup where stray shots aren't going to go into the car repair store in my backyard. So I can shoot steel all the time now. But I do have a whole pile of clay in my house. And when I get my special fancy pickle fork in, these are hard to shoot. You get a lot of frame hits and the ammo goes flying. I will be shooting clay with that one, only because it won't damage my custom built slingshot that's going to be awesome. So I will be using clay on that for a while until I get it mastered. Boy, I'm just hammering that poor thing. Is that available at your annual market, or are there only guns there? These slingshots, these are mail order through a company called Simple Shot. There's places over in Europe where you can get them. You can buy them on Amazon. They're a dime a dozen on Amazon. Some of them are a piece of crap. But from what I understand, when I have friends that go to gun shows, there are no slingshots there. But I bet if somebody showed up selling some, they would probably sell a few, because anybody that likes to shoot anything that has a projectile likes to shoot anything that has a projectile. A friend of mine that I brought to the tournament was a ex-policeman in Chicago, worst of the worst area, south side of Chicago, and he likes anything that slings a projectile. So I got him shooting. He's been practicing a lot since we got home, so he can do better next year. But most stores that sell sporting goods and like hunting accessories, like archery stuff and, you know, safety glasses and BB guns and stuff like that, they'll carry the crappy daisy slingshots that I wouldn't recommend anybody getting. Those $20 Amazon slingshots are way better than those things. It's a good thing about Amazon. Oh, I try not to use their name on the air, but oh well. Oh, and you can buy some Simple Shot off of Amazon too. I don't know if it's the same way on Amazon UK, because I know they have different things for different pockets. But I know here you can buy some of the Simple Shot inventory right off of Amazon. So if you see something from Simple Shot and you buy it off of Amazon, you know you're getting a valid quality piece of equipment. I love my Simple Shot. My Axiom X's, they're my favorite. Rodan, cool. I just figured out that I should use bearings more often because I tried to hunt with clay. No bueno. Yeah, I think I took down a chipmunk with clay, but I was right on his butt. But it's not easy. You got to be right on him. Your 1 year anniversary for slinging, that's good. Awesome, Sam. Keep it up, buddy. Make it a lifelong endeavor. I said Walmart on a video. Yeah. I usually try and refer to them as that big box store with the blue logo with the sunshine on it, but I've just been screwing up big time tonight. Just bought an Axiom Pro carbon fiber. You're loving it. I'll bet you are. I got the Axiom X's. My red one I bought. I saved some money, and I actually had a little extra money one week. And I said, I'm going to order it because I really want it. And I had to adjust my grip because I was a pinch gripper, and I had to adjust it to a thumb brace. But I loved it. And then some guy had this for sale on Facebook because he had a really nice slingshot. That was all he shot, and he wanted to get rid of it. So he sold me this one for $75 and gave me a whole bunch of bands to go with it, which I didn't use, by the way. But I got it for $75, so I have a backup. It's set up exactly like my red one. And so I always have those two banded up the same way and set up the same way. It was great at the competition. If one of them had a band break, boom, just pull the other one out. Well, Sam, when you get the ECST, do your best, buddy. I think that's probably the gathering place for the best shooters in the country. And if you place anywhere in the top 10 there, kudos to you, my friend. Kudos to you. That would be awesome. And if you shoot in the youth division, you probably smoke them. Rambo had a bow and arrow, but you would have run out of ammunition long ago. I still don't own any commercially made frames. I saw you building your own. Hey, if you got that talent and ability, that's awesome. My problem is I got nowhere to build and no tools to build with. Not kind of my jam, but I like my simple shot stuff. That's primarily what I shoot. Although, do I have one natty I got at the tournament, and I got that one pickle fork thing. I just got that because that's more comfortable. And I got that custom one coming from Hawkslings. I just nailed your target again, Barefoot. Yeah, I know you only make your own. Yours are really pretty, too. What's my practice distance? The tournament distance for shooting is 10 meters or 33 feet. And I'm pretty close to that here. My reference point is a window in somebody's garage down there. I had a stick in the ground, but I think the squirrels pulled it out where I'd measured. But I'm pretty close to 10 meters. That's the official distance for knockdowns and for speed shooting at the tournaments. So that's what I practice at. If I back up way back that way into the parking lot of the car repair store, I can do 25 yards, which is the distance for the long distance shooting. So I'm shooting at 10 meters. I saw you got a fancy new bandsaw. Now you can do everything. Coin. Hey, buddy. I shoot 10 meters and 20 meters. Yeah, I shoot mostly 10 meters. Boys, it's nice because I got 30 people on and I don't want to quit, but the sun's going down. It's getting a little darker, so a few more minutes and we're going to have to call it a night here in beautiful Wisconsin. All right, let's end the night with some long draw. I'm no good at it, but hey, I got some new peeps on. I know Coin is a good long drawer. I'm just trying to impress everybody. Glow-in-the-dark ammo. It'd be kind of fun to try some of that glow-in-the-dark airsoft stuff. Set up something for BBs. Oh, I got the 80. I'm happy when I get an 80 on long draw because I'm still learning my accuracy. I got it down. I just can't shoot it that good yet. Not ready to compete with it. My muscle memory is not yet there where my anchor or reference point is the same every time. I try to be, but then they go everywhere. Yeah, I know it's scary, Sam. I've hurt myself twice and hit my frame a bunch. That's why I'm taking it slow. Little victories. Like today, you saw I was shooting pickle fork earlier, and I probably went through 20 or 30 shots, and I didn't get a frame hit. And I put it down, and to me, that's a victory. Oh, I got the string the chicken was hanging on. Never got this chicken to squawk. Jordan says it'll squawk, but I've heard him enough times. I think I'm about to tear one of his legs off because I actually got ammo down inside of him one day, and I looked and there was a cut on his leg. Got the string. I can hit the string, but I can't hit the stupid chicken. Glow-in-the-dark marbles. Yeah, I ain't shooting marbles. It's too big. Retired of quiz. Figured I could slum it with you peasants. All right, who said something naughty? Message for review. Uncle Larry says I'm so delightful, or is that Coin or somebody that's so delightful? You are a bad influence on kids, but we still love you. I've not heard them squawk. No, I haven't heard it either, but I smack him hard enough times, though. He's fun to shoot at. Oh, I got him. Have you guys seen some of those videos people make on YouTube where they play songs on rubber chickens? It's pretty funny. And there's another one where they like completely wrap this dude's wife's tire in rubber chickens and packing tape, and then when she drives, all you hear is it's hilarious. I like rubber chickens. I like them. Oh, got the big one again. Smoke that chicken. Yeah, see if I can get the chicken again before I'm done. Oh, did you see that coin? I hammered his noggin. I hit him on the bottom. Wasn't where I was aiming, but I'll tell you. Ow. I hammered him, but my band smacked me on my thumb. It's about the strongest. It's about speed and accuracy, even for hunting. Yep. A well-placed shot on the noggin of an animal will do more than a poorly placed shot that's faster on an animal. Oh, I got him again. I flipped his butt that time. Yes, I do love my chicken from Simple Shot. I might have to order me another one because I just like them. Dude, I've hit my target like 4 times in a row on this long draw thing. Maybe I'm doing good. Not ready to compete with it though. Ah, finally missed. I suck. It's their slings for medium game or only small game. People take things as big as rabbits, pigeons. You could probably take down a pheasant if you were really good. I don't know that they're going to be big enough and pack the punch because you wouldn't be able to pull the bands back with a big enough piece of ammo to take down a medium-sized game. I'm assuming you're talking like medium game, like turkeys and something the size of a dog. I don't want to say a dog. That would be bad. I'm not sure you'd do that with a slingshot unless you were real good. Ooh, I got a little kiss on that one. There was a squirrel next to the tree scaring me. That's what it was. That's my argument. That's my story. All right, it's about time to start drawing down because it's getting hard to see what I'm doing. I got the chicken again. What about a fox? I don't think you're going to take one down. I do have a friend up in Madison, about 30 minutes from here, that lives out like in a swamp in a prairie, and he uses them to chase the coyotes off of his yard. But he's not taking them down with it. But if you wanted to send a signal to him, put a hurting on him, you darn tootin'. I've done that to a raccoon in my yard a couple of times. They will definitely feel it. I don't think you're going to take one down though. But if you could do it enough times that it's a nuisance and it's not worth it for them to be in your yard, then it could be good. Yeah, I blamed it on squirrel. We can't shoot squirrels here. Besides, my wife feeds them. They're like our pets. So I need to sit out HHST because they'll be traveling to Madrid for the World Cup. Coin, come on. What's more important? Yeah, they would sure think twice about returning. I don't know. Raccoons are pretty stupid. That raccoon, that I've shot him a number of times, and he keeps coming back. I even trapped him once. The friend took him outside of town and got rid of him, and I swear he came back a couple of weeks later. All right. You know what, guys? I'm going to need to kill this. I can barely see my target up there. It's a lot brighter on there because the camera's compensating, but I'm getting to a point I'm going to get careless and do something stupid and hurt myself. So I need to go. Make sure you guys hit the like button before you bug out. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching. And if you're going to buy something from Simple Shot, go use my new affiliate link. If you're friends with me on Facebook, the link is there. Otherwise, if you message me offline through YouTube. I think you can do that. I will get you the link, and that way I get a small commission, and all the money that I make, I'm going to buy more Simple Shot stuff with. So I appreciate all you guys, everyone that was on. Thanks a lot, and you keep slinging. God bless, and we'll see you soon. Yes, thanks, Mr. Muffler Moose. Thanks for subbing. That was fun. Stay on target. That's my goal, coin worker. And flying them planes a little bit too. So we'll see you guys. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a good one.